Hi, I'm Leathur Rokk. Welcome to my channel. I want to talk to you about something really scary that happened today. That, I'm going to talk about it very carefully because I don't want to add more trouble than I might already be in. I got accosted on the street near my house a couple hours ago by some guy. Looked kind of gangy, kind of, sort of. He apparently got recognized in a video that I shot, not here, but on another social media platform. And it was a video, it was taken in a public place where there is no expectation of privacy when you're in a public place. So if you film people, and say you're not trying to film a specific person, but you happen to be filming an interesting scene that you can't even see because you're kind of far away from it, and you inadvertently get footage of people, and say you have footage of these people or footage of them doing something stupid like running from the police and being chased by said police and starting to take their clothes off, which is kind of probably why I started filming in the first place. You know, if you're going to be creating a disturbance, making noise, all of a sudden I see all these red and blue lights flashing, I'm hearing yells and screaming. Of course, not being deaf, I'm going to be curious as to what's going on, and when I see what looks like civil unrest, I might discreetly film it. And I was filming little brief 3-minute clips, and there was like a series of 6 of them, and the most interesting one was this person running, taking his clothes off, being chased by the police, and whatever you could see from far away, especially considering, my vision isn't that good anyway. I never have had expensive equipment. But this guy came up to me today. Here, this thing took off. He got back to his family in another state. They were concerned, they were pissed off, and he basically threatened me. And he said, he knows he sees me around filming. Like, I can't film? Excuse me, I've talked to attorneys years ago about this, and when you're in a public place, you cannot expect privacy. It's not like the same thing as being in your bedroom where you can take your clothes off or you can do things. And heck, if people did things under wraps, they wouldn't get caught doing illegal things anyway. Am I right? I mean, how will you be chased by cops and feel that you need to take your clothes off in order to evade capture and expect to not attract attention by what you're doing? And so anyway, I was threatened not only with exposing this person, and he was threatening me with violence, but also he was threatening me with legal action. So I'm going to ask my own legal advice from different sources, and I'm going to leave it at that. I am not going to be intimidated from creating the content that I want to create. And I don't even want to be filming so much around Atlantic City anymore, honestly. But when I do film Atlantic City, I would rather not film all the happy, beautiful, nice stuff, because I don't want to give people a false sense. If you don't know this area, I don't want to give a false sense that everything's safe and everything's wonderful, so that you go take chances, and so you end up becoming a victim of crime, because there are bad things going on here, and there is violence here, and there is stupidity here. And just like I learned when I did that live stream near the Tropicana that one night, and that guy got violent with me and smashed my computer. It took away some of my sense of safety, that I should be able to walk around here and do whatever. But now that I have this guy that's basically implying that not only am I in trouble for filming, but the very fact that I walk around filming. And what am I supposed to do? Just give up on being a YouTuber? Now if I was just some other place, then it wouldn't matter. At least it wouldn't matter to any idiots here. But it might matter to some idiot over in another place that decides he doesn't like some footage that he was in the background of something else I was filming. And I understand why it's technically illegal to film in casinos, because casinos, people want to have their privacy. And if, say, I'm filming, say my friend and I just each won a big jackpot, and I'm filming us, but then there's somebody else in the background that they're seeing in the footage, and then maybe somebody got in trouble for whatever. Anyway, there's implications for that. But all I know is now I feel like I don't feel safe walking around anywhere near where I live, because I'm seen by these gangy types. See, this is almost like before when before they installed all the cameras on certain streets around where some of the bigger crime areas are. There was people. I was afraid to be seen. I would literally hide my hair under a hat, and I would go out a different exit where and feel that I couldn't show my real self until I was much closer to the boardwalk or something. And I'm resenting that. I'm a woman in America. Why should I feel in any kind of danger? And it shouldn't be on me to stop these crazy people around here from being the way they are. Anyway, now I feel like once again I have to put my head on a swivel. I have to look out. I mean, I'm used to figuring out that there might be certain neighborhoods that, at least for a time, it's best to stay away from. But if the chickens are roosting in your own neighborhood and you're feeling like, what the hell? And the problem is that I'm alone most of the time, and that makes me vulnerable. So I'm going to be thinking that I'm going to start having as many people around me as possible now, which is kind of ridiculous. I usually hate it when chicks do that, because usually chicks are doing that with a bunch of other chicks, and it's like they're insecure unless they have a whole bunch of people with them. And I always kind of like to do things by myself. But you know what? If being with more crowd situations will protect me so that people will be less likely to get physically up in my space because of something that I said or did on social media or whatever. When what, don't break the law and do things that cause you to take your clothes off while the police are running after you to catch you and stuff. If you didn't do those things, the cops wouldn't have even been there, and I wouldn't have had anything interesting actually to film. I mean, what I did was no different than that series Cops, and it was so far away, and I don't have the editing ability that I know how to blur out faces and stuff. It takes a lot of extra time and stuff, and this is a brand new computer, and I'm just using the built-in webcam. And at the time I filmed that footage, it was a cell phone that I no longer have, and I wouldn't have known how to edit on it. So anyway, took the damn thing down. People need to just leave me alone when I'm trying to create content and stuff. It's one of the few things that I'm consistently getting fulfillment with. That and taking care of my mom. That's about it. So if I'm made to feel unsafe doing what I do, no, I can't have people basically telling me that I gotta stop filming around here and stuff. That's kind of bullshit. And don't do the crime if you can't do the time. Alright? I mean, do cops chase me around? Oh yeah, they chase me off the boardwalk playing my guitar, because I'm a smooth criminal, baby. Alright, don't hit a blue note in Atlantic City. I'll talk to you tomorrow with some other tale of woe and intrigue.